Well, everyone, it looks like iOS 27 is going to be bringing some really crazy stuff within that version of software, and it looks like we've already gotten one pretty good big leak within iOS 27. Now, I don't know if this is a leak, I don't know what you'd call it, but essentially what's going on within this version of software is that Apple is really going to go through and prioritize basically having a foldable iPhone. So Apple's essentially going to go through and really kind of focus in on these foldable iPhones, and they're going to try to make it, I guess, feel like, or focus in on having a more foldable experience within iOS. So this is something that's actually really big, because before we haven't really had any like news or anything like focused in on a foldable iPhone yet. There's been leaks, there's been things probably for the last since the Galaxy Fold came out, there's been rumors of a foldable iPhone, but it looks like Apple's actually going to go through and possibly, prioritize giving us a foldable experience inside of these types of iPhones, which is actually going to be pretty insane. So again, we have no idea what Apple's going to end up bringing here, but essentially what they're seeing is that within, I guess, some builds of iOS, or kind of what Mark Gurman had kind of stated, they are really trying to focus in on prioritizing iOS 27 into being this foldable experience. Now, I think, this makes a lot of sense, but my main thing is when you go ahead and have an iPhone, right, and you flip it open, it's going to be so much more in line to an iPad or like an iPad mini. And I'm just curious to see, is Apple going to go ahead and focus in on iOS on an iPhone, like foldable phone, or are they going to go and focus in on iPadOS? Like, I could totally see them throwing in iPadOS inside of the, open portion of this iPad or iPhone Fold, and then they could have like that standard iOS version inside of the main display of that iPhone. So I'm not really too sure, but that is kind of a pretty big leak of what we're expecting inside of the next iPhone, which would be that foldable device. So I'd love to hear your thoughts about this. Let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, Solin.